Good morning, everyone. This is Big Data Analysis class. I guess this is what we discussed last meeting, I think 2 weeks ago. So this is your assignment, right? And the answer is something like this. So you have data, and then you translate into 0 of the mean by taking the difference between your data value for each column. Okay. So, for example, the x with the mean of x you subtract. So this column here, for example, you subtract with the 3.2, you will get this column, the first column also. Yeah? The second column also the same thing. Yeah? The mean of the second column. The mean of the second column is this one, 4.7, and then you subtract 4 minus 4.7 becomes 0.7 and so on. Okay, and then you multiply this vector with rotation matrix. Yeah? The rotation matrix depends on the theta degree, which you translate into radian. Okay, and then you get this rotation coordinate, yeah? Rotated coordinate of the matrix. This is not just rotated; it's also shifted. Yeah? Shifted so that the center will be at 0, 0. How do you make it center 0, 0? When you subtract with the mean, okay, you will get 0, 0 center. Okay? And then you rotate, and next you start to plot before rotation and after rotation. This is your assignment. I think you have submitted last night. Okay. And we have discussed also last meeting about tuple, set, vector, and unordered list. Right. This is the summary of it. Okay. And the last part of the data exploration that we discussed last meeting was about attribute measurement scale. Okay, so there are 4 measurement of scale that we can divide into 2. One is called qualitative, okay, and the other one is called quantitative. Qualitative will be a nominal data type and ordinal data type, okay, and quantitative will be interval and ratio. So what are the difference? Okay, so qualitative data is data that can be placed into distinct category. So sometimes we call this categorical data. Okay, so for example, a blood test of a person, A, B, and so on. And then the assignment evaluation is either pass, fail, good, excellent, and so on. So these are qualitative data, okay, categorical data. Can have order or no order. And in the qualitative data is basically categorical that you put into numbers. Okay? The number have no meaning except for assignment. Okay? Now in quantitative data, it is numerical in nature, so they can be ranked, they can have arithmetic meaning. So again, they can be divided into 2, discrete and continuous, same thing. Discrete data is basically countable, right? And continuous data is uncountable, right? And the most important part here is the 4 measurement of scale, which is either nominal, ordinal, interval, or ratio. Okay, so what are they? So nominal or categorical data is the data with the existence of choice without order. For example, gender can be male or female. Okay? There is no order that male must be before female or female must be before male. Okay? So there is an existence of choice of the value, but no order. Ordinal measurement scale will have a sequence or order of choice. Okay? So nominal level of measurement scale classified into mutually exclusive, non-overlapping. Okay? Exhaustive, meaning everything must be there. Okay? All the values must be there. Okay? So important, these are the characteristic of nominal data. So must be mutually exclusive and exhaustive. Okay? You understand the meaning? Mutually exclusive means non-overlapping. Exhaustive means all possible values must be there. And it has no meaningful order or ranking can be imposed on the data. So these are the example, or the fruit I like is apple, banana, and orange. So it is mutually exclusive, meaning apple is not the same as banana and not the same as orange. And it is exhaustive, that means I don't like other fruit other than these three. Okay. Now, when you assign this number into, when you assign this category into numbers, okay, you can assign in any number. For example, 1, 2, 3, or negative 1, 0, plus 1. It's up to you to define the number itself. The number is only symbol, no meaningful value. You cannot do any arithmetic operation on this number. Okay, and also you have no order. And the number can be desired as 5 for female and 2 to 5 for male. It's up to you to define the number. Okay? It is valid as long as you are consistent with your own definition. Okay? The second data type or measurement scale is ordinal data. So these are categorical data that can be ranked. Okay? The one that in the quiz a while ago was ordinal data, right? So the difference between the rank cannot be calculated by arithmetic. So there is an order, but you cannot take plus, minus, okay, multiply and divide. So these are example of ordinal variables. So for example, you have comparison of the index. So in the questionnaire, you usually will create this kind of Likert scale, right? -2 is strongly disagree, -1 is disagree, 0 is indifferent, 1 is agree, and 2 is strongly agree. So this is called Likert scale. And you can also create a rating. Okay? For example, rating of satisfaction is 1 very dissatisfied, 100 very satisfied. Okay? Or you can use rank. So rank 1 means the best, higher rank value mean lower important. Or you can use ordering. It is the sequence based on the rank. So this is the example of rank and ordering. Say, for example, I have a fruit. Say, these are the fruit that I like, 5, for example. Grape, mangoes, banana, apple, and orange. So then I need to put the rank. So I give the rank. For example, grape is 5, mangoes is 1, banana is 3, apple 4, and orange 2. Okay, so the one in red here is given. So then I start to create ordering of the rank. Okay? So number 1 is mangoes, right? Number 2 is orange. So I sorted this on the left. I sorted there. Okay. Then if you ask, what is my rank factor? My rank factor will be 5, 1, 3, 4, 2. Where it come from? From here, yeah, from this one. Okay. Why it's come from this one? Because this name of the fruit is given already, right? So this reflected, given the factor of fruit, this is my rank factor. Okay, this is associated. The rank factor is associated with the fruit factor. Okay, and then how about my ordering factor? The ordering factor is actually the same as the fruit, but they are ordered based on the rank. Okay, so based on this second one. Is it clear? Ordering,
Yes, sir.
ordering and run. Right? Ordering means so here. So we have rank and we have also ordering. Okay. Next is quantitative data. So it has two part. Okay. One is interval and the second one is ratio. Okay. What's the difference? Interval measurement scale or data type, you can do arithmetic of plus and minus, but you cannot divide, you cannot multiply. Okay. In ratio data type, you can multiply, you can divide, and one characteristic of ratio data type is the existence of zero. I mean, the zero mean absolute zero here. So interval level of measurement scale rank the data. Okay, difference between the unit of measure can be calculated by arithmetic. Okay. However, zero in the interval level of measurement does not mean nil or nothing. So, example is Fahrenheit temperature. It has meaningful difference if 1 degree between each unit. Okay. But 0 degree of Fahrenheit does not mean there is no heat, right? So we can take the difference. Okay. 72 degree is 2 degrees higher than 74 is 2 degrees higher than 72. That is correct, because this is interval data type. Ratio data type, the other one, possess all the characteristic of interval measurement. Okay, and there exists zero. That zero here is absolute zero. That means nil, nothing. Okay, so in consequence, the true ratio exists between unit of measurement. Okay. So the way you measure an attribute or the variable is somewhat may not match the attribute property. So in this example, okay, you may want to do mapping between the actual length, which is in ratio on the left hand side here. Okay, so this is the actual measurement of this length. Okay, so this line is 15, this line is, the length is 5, and then you want to put that into ordinal. So you can put back from ratio to ordinal. So again, we have ratio data type, right? And then we have interval, and then we have ordinal, and we have nominal, right? So the ratio data type is the highest. Okay, you can do all arithmetic operation. From the ratio data type, you can put down to interval. Okay, from ratio you can put down to ordinal. Okay, you can from ratio you can put down to nominal. From similarly from interval you can put down to ordinal, yeah, to nominal. But it is not possible from nominal data type to go up to ordinal. Yeah? It's not possible from ordinal data type to go up into interval. Okay, this is there's a rank in the data. Okay? So ratio data type is the highest. That means if you create a questionnaire, for example, okay, or you want to measure something in your business, okay, then you probably want to think of what is the ratio data type that I want to measure. Okay. Ratio data type is something that has zero measurement. Okay. So if you cannot, then you, of course, you need to put it down. Okay. Interval, ordinal, and nominal. But as much as possible, okay, do it in the highest level of measurement of scale. Okay. So why? Because from the highest level measurement of scale, you can put it down. Okay. You can map down to a lower level of measurement of scale, but not the other way around. Okay. Later on, we can see there is a way from ordinal data type, we can make it into mapping into ratio, which is not really correct, but somewhat we can do also. Okay, so here are the several examples of each type of attribute. Okay, so nominal, for example, ID number, eye color, zip code. Right? Ordinal is the ranking, the height in tall, medium, and short, for example. And the interval is calendar. Okay, your GPA, right? And the ratio example is temperature in Kelvin, length, weight, and time, frequency, count. Okay. So can you find other example for each type? Anyone? So you tell me what's measurement scale of data type, and then what is your example? Lindsay, Agustina.
Yes, sir. Nominal. For the example, gender.
Gender. Okay. What else? Netania, Emmanuel.
Yes, sir.
Give me example. What is the data type, and then what is your example?
Let's see.
Something that you measure. Come on. Do you measure your weight? Huh? Do you measure your weight? Or you measure your height? What is your height, Netania?
Yes, sir. It's kind of like king, or is it king?
You cannot hear?
It's kind of like king. I think, wait.
What is your height?
160.
60.
Yeah.
Your weight, not your height. Right? What is the unit of your weight?
Kilogram.
Kilogram. So, okay. So what is the data type there in for your weight? Nominal, ordinal, interval, or ratio?
Ordinal.
No. Weight is ratio data type because there is zero weight, meaning nil. Okay? It's not ordinal.
Yeah.
Okay? Something with units, that is ratio data type. Okay. Eunice, can you give example? Any measurement that you measure, and then what is the data type?
Maybe satisfaction level ordinal.
Can you say it again?
Satisfaction level.
Okay, satisfaction level you measure as Likert scale,
Ordinal.
that is ordinal. Very good. Amira.
Maybe for ordinal, let's say like education level, like bachelor degree and a master degree, PhD. And for interval, we can maybe score.
Your grade, your score, correct. Very good. Valencia, you give example. Valencia Diora.
Yes, sir. Wait. Maybe interval, like maybe IQ test.
IQ test is interval. Yeah, very good. Michelle, Angelina, give example.
I think hair color for nominal.
Hair color nominal. Very
Yeah,
good.
hair color.
Very good. So, who else? Come on. Give me other example. What are they? Yenny.
Yes, sir.
Give example.
The interval or what, sir?
Interval.
Okay.
What is the example?
Calendar dates.
Calendar date is interval. Yes, already there. Can you give an example?
Oh, it's, the mean of the height of people. Mean
The
height.
height. The height.
Yeah.
The height
Yes.
of people. Yeah, that is what data type. The height of people. What is the data type of height?
The mean height of people.
Okay, the mean height of people. So what is the data type?
The time you mean like interval or what?
Yeah, interval, ratio, nominal, or
Oh, interval, sir.
the height is not interval. The height should be in ratio. If it is, the unit is, for example, centimeter, so 0 centimeter mean no value, right? Nil. That means it's not interval. So if something you can divide and has 0, that means it is ratio. Okay? So something that you can only add and minus, okay, measurement that you can only add and minus, that is interval. Okay. And knowing the data type is very basic for any data analysis. Okay. Without knowing this data type, you cannot do the data analysis correctly. Who else did not? Jesse Laxmono, give me example.
For ratio, temperature,
Temperature in
Celsius.
Celsius is not ratio, is interval. Only when the temperature is measured in Kelvin, that is
Okay.
0 means 0. Okay. But in Celsius, that is still in interval. Ken Jordan, can you give example?
Car brand for nominal.
Yeah, your brand name is nominal. Very good. Okay. Actually, nominal data type is easier. Michael Chipto.
License plate for nominal.
License plate for nominal. Very good. Yeah. Shane Patrick.
Yes, sir. Marital status for nominal data type.
Marital status is nominal data type, married or not. Very good. Stephanie.
Yes, sir.
Give example.
Plot type for nominal.
Plot type for nominal is there already. So something new.
Race, like people races.
What is the data type for race?
Nominal.
Nominal. Very good. Yes. So who else I did not call? It's your chance to recite. Valencia.
I already did it,
Oh,
sir.
you already did. Okay, sorry. So who did?
I haven't, sir.
Okay, Axel.
It's interval for speed, like the car speed.
Speed?
Like kilometer per hour.
Kilometer per hour, something that you already measure with unit, that must be ratio. Kilometer per hour is the speed, right? Zero
yes.
in nothing, right? There is
yes.
There is real zero, isn't that? That
means,
means
but I think that there's no minus, so I think it's interval, but maybe it's like ratio.
Negatives velocity mean the other way around, the other direction.
Oh, okay.
There is minus. Okay. So who else did not recite? Everyone been called. Okay. So I hope you understand the difference between each data type. Okay.
I haven't, sir.
Oh, you haven't. Karin, okay.
Yes, so maybe for nominal data is people's religion, I think.
Yes, correct. Okay. Religion is nominal data type. Okay. Oh, can we measure faith?
Maybe not, sir.
Yes,
I
you
don't
can.
know. Oh, you can. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
you can. So, how do you measure faith?
Maybe I don't know. In my opinion, maybe like based on how much you rely on God when you face difficulties, maybe, sir. I don't know.
That is one.
Yes.
Depending on the feature that you put, okay? So you can measure faith, you can measure love. So each of these attribute will have a sub attribute. For example, you are measuring how close you are, right, to God, for example, how many times you pray, for example, and so on. Okay, so these are measurement that you can put to measure the faith, right? The same thing with love, for example, how often you think of your partner and so on, right? How care you are. So all of this measurement can be put into an ordinal scale, basically. Okay, so once you understand the power of ordinal scale, you can practically measure everything. Okay, so let's go to the here. So nominal level is the lowest level of measurement scale. It is the least powerful, that it provides the least information. In terms of information, it is the least. So ordinal level is higher, followed by interval level, and ratio level is the highest. So any data conversion from the higher level of measurement scale to the lower level of measurement scale will lose information. I give you example. Okay, income. Income you can measure as rupiah, right? That means zero income means you have no income. So it is measured as ratio. Okay, for example, your income is how much? Put any number. So, for example, your income is 5,600,075. Okay, and 123 rupiah. Example. Okay, can we put this? This is in ratio, right? In rupiah. So this is in ratio, right? So question is, can we put this into interval? Yes, we can. So how do you put this into interval? We create an interval. For example, 0 to 1 million, 1. Okay. 1 million to 2 million, 2. Right? So 2 to 3 million become 3. Yeah? 3 million to 4 million become 4. Yeah? 4 to 5 become 5. And then 5 to 6 become 6, and so on. So this will become interval. Yeah. So now 6, interval number 6. That is interval, right? Or can we make this into ordinal scale? Yes. Okay. You can make it into a low income, a medium income, high income, right? So by putting into interval, you lost the information of the detail, right? So you know that this is between 5 to 6 million, but you don't know that this is actually 675,000. You lost some information. Okay. By putting the ratio into interval, you lost certain information. Okay. Now, the same thing, if you said, okay, from the interval, I'm put down into ordinal. Okay. Again, you lost information. You only know that this is medium income, but you don't know what is the actual interval value or even the actual value of the income. And, okay, so you can put down into ordinal, okay, low, medium, high. And you can put down into nominal. How do you put down into nominal for the income? Nominal value of the income. How do you put down from low, medium, high income into nominal? Any idea? Anyone have idea how to put down from ratio to nominal for the income? Simple, okay? In nominal is always very simple, okay? No income, have income. Binary, right? So in that case, you see that, of course, 5 million mean have income, right? So in this case, what? You lost again the information, right? If you said have income, how much is the income? You don't know. Okay? Whether it is low or medium or high, you don't know, right? So you lost information. Every time you put down from the higher level, going down, you lost information. Okay? That lost information cannot be recovered, right? For example, you ask questionnaire to people, okay? When you ask, you already ask in ordinal level, for example. Okay, how far you are, okay? You will put value close, middle, or high, for example. Okay? Or Likert scale, okay? -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. So it's ordinal level, right? You cannot know the actual rating, for example. You lost some information. So that means what? That means you need to, if you ask information, you try to ask as high level of measurement scale as possible, so that you can bring it down on your own, but you don't lose information in the beginning. Is it clear or not? Okay, so these are the properties, okay, four properties that you can use to distinguish, okay, these four attributes. Okay, distinctness in whether equal or not equal. Order mean less than or larger than. Okay? Addition and subtraction and multiplication, right? So nominal attribute only have distinctness. You can say there is exist or not exist. Okay, they are the same or not the same. Okay, but you cannot see order in nominal. Ordinal attribute will have both distinctness and order. Okay, you will have a larger or equal, okay, or smaller or equal. So utility is basically ordinal. Now, interval attribute will have distinctness, order, and addition. Yeah, when I said addition here can be subtraction. Okay, while the ratio attribute will have all these four properties. Is it clear? So because of that, okay, now if you do a data analysis, okay, if you do data analysis, you cannot use all the operation for certain data type. For example, in nominal data type, you can measure entropy, you can measure mode, you can calculate the contingency correlation or chi-square test, but you cannot measure median. In nominal data type, you can only do mode, but not median, right? You cannot calculate mean of the nominal data type. Okay? The same thing, if your data is actually ordinal, okay, you can measure median, of course you can measure mode, okay, but you cannot measure mean. The mean of ordinal, not really a good measurement. But once your data become quantitative, then you can measure mean, standard deviation. Okay? In ordinal, if you calculate the standard deviation, it has no meaning. Okay? So depending on your data type, so the operation of data analysis will change. That's why the first thing you need to know in any data analysis is what is the data type? Is it nominal, ordinal, or quantitative? Usually we don't distinguish interval and ratio here. But you see the ratio will have a possibility to calculate geometric mean, harmonic mean, and so on. Okay? So these are the examples. Now, there is a possibility, okay, to transform, okay, the data type. So in nominal data type, all you can do is only permutation of the values. In ordinal data type, you can measure the order by preserving the change of the value. So basically, new value is a function of the old value, but that function must be monotonic function. Okay. Now, when you have interval or ratio, then you can use this new value equal to A times old value plus B. Okay. In the ordinal, you cannot have plus B. In the ratio type, you can transform this one. Yeah? New value equal A plus old value plus B. Now, if you want to know, okay, the measurement of scale, you ask these three questions. Okay. First, is there any ranking? Right? If no ranking, you ask, is there any arithmetic operation I can do to these numbers? If no arithmetic operation, and then you ask, is there any arithmetic zero? Okay. If no to these three questions, then it is nominal. Okay. If there is ranking but no arithmetic operation, no zero, that is ordinal. Okay. If there is ranking, okay, and there is arithmetic operation but no zero, then it is interval. Okay. If the three of question, the answer is yes, then it is ratio. Clear or not? Okay, so this is the summary that what we just discussed. Okay? So we have qualitative data type, which is nominal or ordinal. And we have also quantitative data type, which is interval or ratio. Yeah? Both interval and ratio can be discrete or continuous. Okay? So is there any question so far? Anything to discuss? Is it very clear or not? Netanya, Emmanuel, what do you think? Anyone else? Okay. So next topic. If you have no questions, I will continue the next topic. Okay. So this is called data exploration. So our goal is to pre-process the data and then do some kind of simple analysis with goal to explore the data to understand its characteristic. Okay, so in this case, you have what is called univariate and bivariate. Okay, univariate means you have only one variable. Okay? Bivariate means every two variables you combine. Okay? So in univariate, two things that you need to do. One is called the summary of statistics. The second is the pattern in the distribution. Okay, the summary statistic consists of two parts. Okay, one is the central tendency, and then the second is the variation. Okay, and the pattern distribution, usually you create the distribution. Okay, the histogram, and then for the two attribute, okay, when it is numerical. Okay, numerical mean either interval or ratio data type. You can use to calculate covariance or correlation. When they are nominal or interval, all you can do is chi-square. Okay, so let's go to the first one, summary statistics. Okay? Summary statistics are numbers that summarize the properties of the data. So it will include the frequency, the location, and the spread. Okay? So the location is called central tendency. The spread means dispersion or the variation of the data. Okay? So most summary statistics can be calculated in a single pass-through data. So most common central tendency is called mean, okay, or arithmetic mean. So this is basically you sum all of your data and then you divide by the number of data. Okay. Second is median. Okay. Median means you sort all of this data. Okay. You sort first from the lowest to the highest, and then you take the middle value. Okay. The third central tendency is called mode. Mode is the most frequent values. Okay, mode is the most frequent values. So mode is used especially if your data is nominal, right? So if your data is ordinal, you probably want to use median. Okay. If your data is quantitative, then you can use mean, okay, median, and mode. Oh, my question to you, in the test question. If your data is ordinal, can you use mode? Yes or no? If your data is ordinal, can you use mode? Yes or no? Anyone?
I think yes,
Why?
because we can like find what categories that rank the most
Correct. So
to find the
data
ranking.
is ordinal, you can use mode, okay, and median, right? Remember, ordinal is higher than nominal. Nominal can use mode, right? Again, next question. If your data is nominal, can you use median? If your data is nominal data type, for example, gender, can you calculate gender 1 mean male, gender 2 mean female? Can you use mode? Yes. Can you use median? My question.
I don't think so, sir.
Well, so if your data is actually nominal, you cannot use median. You cannot use mean. Okay, mode is the only way to analyze the data, right? So the lower level of your data analysis, okay, there is some limitation on your operation. Is it clear or not? That's why data analysis depending on the data type. Okay, so the first thing you need to know in your project, for example, okay, what is my data type in this variable? That's the question that you need to answer first, right? Oh, if your data is string, what is that? Is it nominal, ordinal, interval, or ratio? If your data is string, text. What is your metronomic scale? Anyone? I think you show me several example of text in your data type, right? In your project. So what is that? Is it nominal, ordinal, ratio, interval? What do you think? Anyone? Do you have text data in your project? Yes. So what is the data type?
Is it nominal, sir?
Yes, it's nominal. Okay, text data is nominal. So if your your text data is nominal, can you calculate the median? No. Right? Can you calculate the mode? Yes. Can you calculate the frequency distribution? Yes. Okay. So if your data is actually ordinal, can you calculate median? Yes. Can you calculate the mean? No. Clear? Okay. So I guess you already know mean, median, and mode, right? And next is the spread. Okay. So there are several statistics that we can use to compute the spread of the data. So range is the simplest spread. It is the difference between maximum and minimum. Okay. And then variance or standard deviation is the most common measure of spread, right? Which is the data point minus the mean, okay, divided by the number of data. Okay? The data point minus the mean square, and then you sum all of that divided by the number of data. Hey, variance or standard deviation is your data minus the mean. What does it mean? What kind of data type that you can measure using variance or standard deviation? Can you, if your data is actually ordinal or nominal, can you calculate standard deviation? No, right? Why? Because you cannot even calculate the mean. Clear? So, can you calculate the range? Yes, because you have maximum and minimum. Okay. How about this one? Median. Can you calculate the median? MAD. Yeah. The data minus the median. Yes, possible, right? That means for ordinal data. Okay. How about interquartile range, which is percentile of 75 minus percentile of 25. That one you can use for any. So IQR or interquartile range you can use for nominal and ordinal data type. Okay. So what is percentile? So given the continuous data, okay, the notion of percentile is useful given the ordinal or continuous attribute x, okay, the number and a number p between 0 and 100. The p percentile is a value, okay, so, xp, so that x of p% of the observed value are less than xp. Okay, so in that case, when we said 50 percentile, that means 50% of your values are less than x50. x50 is the median. Okay. So with that, we can say that, look, interquartile range you can use for ordinal data. Okay. So quartile, 25 percentile, Q1 is the percentile of the 25%. And then Q3 is called 75 percentile. Now, when we said interquartile range, AQR is basically Q3 minus Q1. Okay, so here we will get 5 numbers. Okay, the minimum, Q1, median, Q3, and the maximum. If your data is actually quantitative, okay, interval or ratio, then you can calculate the variance and standard deviation. Now, part of your project for next week, you need to present, right, is outlier, right? Outlier detection. So the one technique to do outlier detection is called box plot. Okay, so you basically create a box. This is the median, so Q2, okay, and then you get the minimum and the maximum, okay, and we said outlier is basically a value that is higher or lower than 1.5 multiplied by the IQR. What is IQR again? IQR is the quartile 3 minus quartile 1. Okay, what is quartile 3? is the 75 percentile. Okay, quartile 1 is the 25 percentile. That means that number Q1, okay, 25% of the data is less than that value. 75 percentile means 75, that Q3 is a number, right? That means if you short your data, 75% of your data value is less than that Q3. Okay, so any data that beyond Q1 minus 1.5 times IQR or above, okay, Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR are considered outlier. So you check, okay, in within your data, you check whether you have outlier or not. Yeah. Okay, let's calculate this, okay. So you have this data. Okay, can you open your Excel? And then let's practice, okay? So what you will calculate? You will calculate the Q1, Q3, okay, IQR, the L bound, the lower bound and outer bound. Yeah? Any data that beyond the lower bound and upper bound is called outlier. So which one is this? Okay. So which data are the outliers? Can you calculate using Excel? Okay, so this is the answer, but can you calculate using Excel? So let's do it in Excel. So we'll open. I will share my Excel screen with you. And then I need to get the data. Right. So your data is 9, 23, 28, 32, 32, 37, 45, 40, 50, 68, 80, 52. Right? So this is your data. I will put this data. Right? So now you calculate the Q1, you calculate the Q2, you calculate the Q3, and then you calculate the IQR, L bound, and upper bound. Yeah? So how do you calculate the Q1? Quartile, right? So you have the quartile of your data. 1. That first quartile is the 25 percentile. Okay. Q2 is the same. Okay. So quartile of your data. Okay. Quartile of 2, yeah, the median value. How about Q3? Again, quartile of your data 3, which is the third quartile with the 75%. Huh? What is IQR again? It is Q3 minus Q1. Right? What is L bound? Remember L bound? L bound here is Q1 minus 1.5 multiplied by IQR. Okay. What upper bound is the Q3 plus 1.5 multiplied by the IQR. Is it clear? Can you do it? So which data actually go out of the range? So that's easy, right? If your data, I will put or, right? If your data is actually less than lower bound, or your data is actually higher than upper bound, okay? Let me put name. So I will put this L bound, LP. This one I put this as UP. Okay, so if or if your data is actually less than the lower bound LP, or your data is actually larger than the upper bound, right? That means outlier. Outlier. Okay. Otherwise, it is the normal data. Or you just put nothing. So this is an outlier detection. There. We got 80 as outlier, right? My question to you in the slide is this. Will the boundary change if we change the value of the maximum data? For example, this is your data, right? So if your data, your maximum data is 80. So if I make this 90, what will happen? Okay, the boundary will not change. 80 and 90 is the same. The boundary will not change. Is it clear or not? Any question? Next is, okay, this is outlier detection finish. Next is to calculate the statistic, right? So this is your data. So how to calculate the statistic? Because this is a ratio data type, so you can measure the mean, median, and mode, right? You can measure also the standard deviation, the variance, and you can measure the standard deviation, yeah? And you can measure the range, and you can measure the coefficient of variation. Okay, so what is the mean? The mean in Excel is average. Okay, so the average of your data. And median is just median of your data, right? The mode is again mode, right? Variance is just variance. This is sample or population. Okay, if population you use RP, if this is sample you use RS. Okay, so this is a sample, I use RS. Standard deviation is the same thing as STDDEF from population or from sample. From sample, so you STDEF-S is the sample. Okay, the range is the maximum and minimum, so I need to get the maximum first. So maximum and minimum, right? So maximum is just maximum. So this is the maximum. And what is the minimum? This is the minimum of the data. Range. What is the range? Range is the maximum minus the minimum. Right? How about the coefficient of variation? Coefficient of variation. So how do you calculate coefficient of variation? Coefficient of variation is the mean standard deviation, right? Is the standard deviation divided by the mean. So coefficient of variation is the standard deviation divided by the mean. Okay, so this is the coefficient of variation. So we get all this descriptive statistic. Okay, this is univariate analysis. Yeah. Descriptive statistic. Right. But we need one more, which is called frequency distribution. Yeah? Frequency distribution. So this is what you need to do for each of your variable for your project next week. Okay, so you need to calculate the outlier. You need to do the descriptive analysis statistic, and then frequency distribution for each variable. Okay, so how do you calculate the frequency distribution? Okay, you get the minimum and the maximum, right? And then we created the minimum here. So how many pin do you want? For example, I will number of pin is 5. I will calculate. I will put 5 in here. Okay, this is given, so input. So this is the minimum, right? So then minimum plus the range, okay, divided by the number of pin. Okay, so this one is the same as before, so I need to put double dollar here, and then I copy. Okay, so I copy up to the maximum. Yeah, maximum is 80, right? So this above the maximum I remove. Then what I will do is this is the pin, okay, and this is the frequency. So how do you calculate the frequency? Equal frequency. Okay, what is the data and then the pin? Eh? The data is this one, right? And then the pin is this one. Only the first cell you put that. Okay. So after you do that, you will do like this: Control, Shift, Enter. Okay. So first F2, and then F2. Control Shift Enter. Okay. So here I highlight. Okay, and then I press F2. Okay, and then Control Shift Enter together. Huh? There, you get the frequency. Okay, after that you can draw this. Okay, so you can use histogram. Only the frequency. Okay, you can draw the histogram, only the frequency. Okay. So of course, you can change the data here. Okay, so that select the data, right? Then you can edit this horizontal axis to be the bin value. Okay. There. Oops, what happened? Select the data, the horizontal axis to be the bin value. And click OK. And click OK. Yeah. So this is the actual value now, the bin value. And this is the frequency. Huh? Oh, any question?
There, I want to ask, what is the bin? I mean, I don't
Bin?
understand the bin.
The bin is the meaning is actually the data is from 9 to 23. Okay, the range of the value. So the bin means the range of the value for that frequency. So this 9 here means from 9 to 23. Right? So this is from 9 to 23.2. Here mean 23.2 until 37.4. Actually, it should be half between the value. Anyway, so the bin in here represented the range, okay, which this is the middle value of the range. The actual value that you have is this one, right? 9 to 80. Right? So what is the? I will put this here. The range, the middle value is actually your range divided by the number of pin, 14.2. So this one must be 9 minus 14.2 divided by 2. Okay, up to 9 plus 14.2 divided by 2. So the bin value is this one. The actual meaning, this is the mid value, okay, of this value, 1.9 up to 16.1. Okay, so the range value between 1.9 up to 16.1, the frequency is 1 for your data. Okay. Lower pin, and this is the upper pin. So if you want to know this one, I will put oops. I'll put 14 and this one again. I'll put so this is the pin value that this is the mid pin value. Yeah? The actual bin value is this one, between 1.5 up to 16. If your value between 1.9 up to 16.1, the frequency is 1. Your value is between 16.1 to 30.3, the frequency is again 1. Yeah? If your value between 30.3 up to 44.5, the frequency is 4. That's the meaning of this bin value. From this frequency, okay, then you can calculate probability. Okay, so probability is basically frequency relative. So all you need to do is to get the sum. Right? So then frequency divided by this sum. Okay? Again, because this will not change, so I put dollar sign here. Okay, of course, this one is 100%, so I will put it into percentage. So I get the probability. Yeah, after that it's just coloring. Okay, is there any question? So you can do a univariate data analysis, right?
Sir, I kind of confused. Can I share my screen, sir?
Sure, sure.
Okay, okay. Yeah, this one, sir. I'm lost at this one, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh, where's your data?
This one, this one.
Okay, okay. So you get lost at this one. So number of
Yes, sir.
nine is the minimum, right?
Yes, yes, the minimum range.
Yeah, you just copy to that minimum.
Yes, and then
in J4 you can put equal to that minimum. Yes.
This one.
And then from here, what is that? H3. Can you a little bit make it a little bit larger?
Oh, sorry, sir. Yes, yes. This one.
Okay, so H3, the minimum, so equal to the minimum. No, it's not H3, it's the J3.
Oh, J3.
So J4.
Oh, J4, sir. Yes.
Yes, plus the range divided by the number of pins. Correct. So now the range and the number of pins must be put into dollars.
Dollar sign. Like this one, sir.
Correct. And 9 also dollar.
Oh, this one like this.
Okay. And then divided by 4 pin. It's 12, correct? Okay. Enter. Okay, good. Then you can copy that.
Like this, sir.
80 only because maximum is 80, right? So
Oh, yes, sir.
okay. Finish. So and then equal frequency. Yes. Your data comma pin, right? So your data is that data.
This one, sir.
Yes, the whole data, comma, and then your pin is that pin.
This one.
No, the pin J4 until 80. Close it.
Okay.
And
oh, okay, sir.
Very good. So the meaning of that pin is actually 9 must be between half and half, right? That pin there is actually the middle point, right? So that means you can create here in G13, for example, or G14.
Yes, sir.
In G14, you can calculate the range divided by num pin.
Range divided by number of pin. Yes.
Yes. So that one is the actual width of its pin, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Then the L pin there, lower pin there, is actually equal to the 9 plus, minus, yeah. L is minus. That 14.2 there divided by 2.
Divided by 2.
Correct. But that G14, the 14, you need to put dollar.
Oh.
Okay.
Like this, yes, sir.
Pin is the same thing, but plus. You.
Like this.
Okay, that one. And then that one is 9. Okay, plus. 9 plus.
14.2 divided by 2.
Divided by 2. Again, you put the dollar in the 14. And then copy down.
This, sir.
Okay, yeah. So that meaning 80 there, the bin 80 is actually not 80, yeah. That one is actually from 72.9 up to 87.1, right?
Oh, so like the average.
No, this is the mid value.
The middle, sir.
The middle value of that.
Oh.
NUB.
Oh yeah. Because if we compute this one divided by 2 is 80, right?
Correct. Okay.
Oh, I see.
That means the L bin and U bin is the actual value is that one U bin. Okay. And the frequency of that L bin to U bin is the one that you give. So once you get the frequency, you can calculate the probability, right? That's easy. You put the sum.
The sum.
Yeah. The sum, the frequency.
Sum of the frequency like this.
Yeah, until 80. 12. Okay, and then now frequency relative is the same as probability, right? So you put in column L. So that's probability or frequency relative is the same thing. So how do you calculate probability? Frequency divided by the sum, right?
Frequency divided by sum. Oh yeah, here, sir. This one.
Yeah, and then you put that into percentage.
Oh, put it dollar sign like this, yeah, sir.
Yes, correct. And then copy all. And the 0 is actually no need.
Oh, 0 no need. This.
So the sum of the probability must be 1, right? Check. This is just check. Right?
Yes.
Oh, correct. So
correct.
you can put in the percentage if you want. That option. Like
oh, okay. So
that one you can move insert column. Okay. So you get that. And after that, you can draw. Percentage, you can just put that column L.
Oh, okay, sir. Yes.
That column L, you just select all in one column, and then you select as percentage.
Correct. Oh, like this, sir.
Yeah, there is an option of percent. Can you?
Oh, this one. Yeah. Sir.
Okay,
oh, yeah. Like that, yeah.
That one no need.
Okay.
Oh, finish.
Oh, yeah.
Is it clear or not?
Yes, clear. So for the frequency distribution, use frequency at the table, sir. The graph, I mean, before you make.
You can start to chart. After this, you can start to chart.
Like
that one.
This one.
Yes. There, you get the frequency, right?
Oh, okay.
You just change the pin so that.
Okay, sir. So, yes, sir.
Yes. What do you want?
Wait, sir. I'm confused. How you determine the number of pins, sir?
Oh, the number of pins is up to you. Okay. Of course. This is just for beautiful presentation. The more number of pins, closer to the actual value, but the less number of pins become very rich, right?
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay, so
and then
that one is for beauty purpose only.
Oh, yeah.
It's up to you to decide.
So
minimum 5 or 6.
Oh, 5 or 6.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You can put 10 or 15. It's up to you. But your data is only
25. 25 variables.
Your data is only little, so number of pins is not really. Okay. Otherwise, you will get a lot of 0 if your number of pins is big and your data is not.
Yes.
You get a lot of 0.
For our project, you recommend to have 5 or 6 number of pins, yes, sir?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It depends on your value. Yeah. If for example, your data is only gender, which is only 2, right? Then of
Yes,
course,
yes.
propane is only 2, right?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
I mean,
Oh, okay, okay.
as much as possible, the number of pin you avoid 0.
Avoid
The
zero.
frequency,
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean,
Yes, yes, sir.
right? So you create the number of pins so that you will have a lot of zero. You will not have a lot of 0 in your frequency distribution.
Sir, if I remember in the group project, you said in the analysis we need to have moment statistic, yeah, sir.
Moment statistic is easy. Okay, so the first moment statistic is mean. The second moment statistic is variance.
Oh, mean and variance.
Yes.
So just need to calculate the mean and variance of the data.
Yes, you can have the third one is skewness and kurtosis. Okay, I will explain.
Oh, okay. So we also need to include that one in our.
Yeah, if you want that. So
oh,
I will.
Optional, sir. Not
skewness
much.
and kurtosis.
And,
so
yes, sir.
Mean is the first degree of moment. Variance is the second degree of moment. Skewness is the third degree of moment.
Oh, yes.
And the kurtosis is the fourth degree of moment. I will explain in a while.
Oh, yes.
1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay.
Sir, so the group project report needs to be on Google Docs or Microsoft Excel?
It's up to you. You can use in, the report is in document.
Oh, document, right? So Word document.
And then,
so,
of course, the analysis you need to explain, so either in Excel or in Google Spreadsheet is up to you.
Oh, so we submit both Google Word document
Prove that you analyze, not just the report.
So, oh yeah.
Don't use Excel, say you use Python, you can submit the Python code.
Oh yeah. So we make the paper in the Word document, like the explanation and everything, and the analysis in the Excel. You mean like
Excel
that, right?
or Python, yes.
Oh.
And then after that, during the presentation, you use PowerPoint, right?
Yes. Oh yes, sir. And then in your PowerPoint, you said that we need to include the KPI, balance score.
Yes, the one that you already did anyway.
Yeah. So, sir, for the analysis, this one, we need to use the industry in the balance scorecard, or we can use different industry.
If possible, can you make it together so that your analysis and your KPI will be exactly in the same project, right?
Oh, but our group is different, sir. Cannot, yeah.
So it become a separate project, right? Why you do so? I mean, one project is actually one integrated for everything, right?
Yes.
Just the data, but also your business, and then later on we'll build up on top of that. Keep adding and adding.
Because for the balance scorecard, we make an industry, sir. We don't.
For the data must be from the same, right? From the same industry, right?
Oh, the data. No, I mean like for the balance scorecard before our group, we make an own industry, sir.
Your own industry, yes.
Yeah.
And
So
your data must be from your own industry also.
Oh. Okay.
Right. So that integrated. You don't need to, or you can change your balance scorecard and KPI. That's fine.
Okay, sir.
Right.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
No problem, right? So,
sir. I'm sorry, sir. Go, Amy, go.
No, you first, Shin.
Okay, thank you, sir. So I wanted to clarify regarding the project that due to 12th of March, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So basically, the process that you just show us in Excel, start from counting the quartile up until the lower and upper bin. We have to perform it on every single variable of our project.
Correct.
So if we have, for example, like 5 variable, then we have to make the process that you just taught us 5 times.
Correct.
Okay, sir, thank you.
That's correct. Okay. So if you have 100 variables, do it on Excel is unpractical, right? So then you use a program, for example, Python. Okay. That is very practical if you have a big data. And the nice thing about this program is you can just use one, okay, for each data type, and then you just reuse again the same code, okay, for different data. Okay. That is the nice thing.
And what program is that, sir?
You can use Python, for example.
Are you going to teach us how to use the Python? Because like in our class, we have zero knowledge about
I can
programming.
discuss with you a little bit if you want. Do you want to do it now or later?
I think we need a lot, sir, not just a little bit. Because we're basically zero. We have zero knowledge about programming.
No problem. So number one, what you need to do is to download what is called Anaconda. Okay, you will Anaconda Python. Yeah? So you download that Anaconda Python and then you install. Okay. So once you install that Anaconda Python, okay, you will have this. Can you see Anaconda here? You will have this menu. Okay, you will have Anaconda menu here. Okay, so you will have Spider, you will have Jupyter, and you will have Anaconda Prom. Okay, so important here is to have what is called Anaconda Prom here first. So once you open this Anaconda Prom, it's basically black and white screen. Okay, and from here you will get what is called apt-get. So in here you can check Python, for example. You will open Python already. So exit. Okay. So I have here is Python 3.8 in my computer. Probably if you download now, will become a higher version than mine. No problem. Okay. So first thing first is if you want to after you download Anaconda and you know Anaconda Prom, if you need something, okay, some module, for example, then you can just use you can search in Google, right? For example, okay, actually this is already inside, but say you want to use NumPy, okay, NumPy Python install, right? So to install NumPy, you just search, for example, and in Conda, it's already default, right? But if you want, you can use like this code, NumPy, Conda install NumPy, and then you copy and paste, okay, and then put it here, Conda install NumPy, and then click enter, you install NumPy. It's already installed. So to install the module, Python is basically just a programming language, but you need to install other module to analyze your data. Okay, one is NumPy, the other one is Pandas. Okay, so you can Conda install Pandas. So again, you search in Google, okay, Conda install Pandas. Okay, again if you install Anaconda, it actually is already there, okay, but you can also get the code with this Conda install Pandas, okay, and then you copy and paste and put it here, right? So sorry, okay. So if you cancel, I just cancel it. Okay. Control C, you cancel. Okay, that is to install. And next is to use, right? So there are two things you can use. Okay, one is Jupyter. Yeah. One is Jupyter Notebook. The other one is Spider. Okay. So let me open Spider. Spider is basically IDE, in Integrated Development Environment. Okay. Can you see? And another one is Jupyter, is a notebook. Okay, so I will open again Jupyter Notebook also. Okay, again you will have a black and white here, and then this is the example of Spider. Can you see? So here in this Spider, on the right side there is a console that you can actually interact. Okay, so for example, 1 plus 1, enter, you become 2. So input and the output. Okay, for example, we put A equal 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is a variable A named 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we will say A plus 3. How much? A plus 3. You enter, become 1.126. So this is the one that you can interact with. Yeah, Python program. Okay, if you want to code it, you can put it here, and then you can just run using this green. Okay, and when you run this, okay, there is a variable explorer in the back here that you can actually check all the variable inside this. Okay, so I heard that you have learned about VBA in Excel, right? Is that correct? So compared to VBA in Excel, Python is much easier. Okay, so you can later see that Python is actually much easier. Again, if you use Jupyter, you will have open in browser, something like this. And then you just click new Python 3. Okay, you will have a notebook here. Okay, so you can change this notebook name, for example, experiment number 1 or project number 1. Okay, and then you can use this as any notebook. So for example, if you put escape M here, is become notebook. Okay, for example, I will put this is my project. Okay, and then by group 1, for example, and then I can put any so name that. Okay, this document is an example, for example, yeah, of group project report, right? Group project report, example. So I just put here and then shift enter, you get a document. After that, you can save, okay, as HTML, LaTeX, Markdown, PDF, okay. And here, the default is there's an in and out, which is exactly the same as that Spider a while ago. Okay, so in here you can put, for example, 1 plus 1, and then shift enter, you get 2. So this is the same exactly like Python. You see or not? Next, so if you want to learn Python, okay, I have a tutorial here, okay, in my website, so you can put in the chat, yeah. Where is the chat? So you can go, no, to all. Okay, so the first things there up, there is a Python for data science. So you click that, okay, and remove that. So here you can check this simple analysis for using Python. If you don't know anything about Python, you click this new learning Python. If you don't know about NumPy, you click this NumPy. If you don't know about pandas, again you click this one, pandas. For example, I will open this pandas. Okay. Can you see it? So this is the brief introduction to Python. So the basic is just calculator, right? And then how to put the input, how to do the output. All you need to do is just copy and paste here. For example, this one. I will copy and paste, right? And then put it in your Jupyter. There, it will run, right? What is your name? My name is Karti. Hi, my name is Karti. Okay, again, all you need to do is just copy and paste this. Okay, read and copy and paste. So, is this something you can do or not? So, again, example of data analysis. Okay, here is how you clean the data using pandas and NumPy. Right, so this is the data that I gave. And then you have some missing value here and none. Okay, and you create a LUT object, so you can create on your own. Okay, and then you can clean the data. See, again, all you need to do is just copy and paste. Huh? Okay, so you will get this result again, and then how you will derive new variable, right? How you will merge the data, okay? How you will create a new columns and so on. Okay? So analysis distribution, for example, just simple as one line of code, count. And then this one again you can copy. Okay? You just change the name of the fruit and frequency. Okay, and again you will get that result automatically. Huh? So if you have 100 variables, this is a way to do, right? Very easy. The same thing if you later you have 2 variables, you can use crosstab. Okay, everything is just there. All you need to do is just copy and paste and just change a little bit. Okay, based on your data. Okay. Okay, you need to try, otherwise you will not understand.
Sir, if our data very, very complicated, sir, like we cannot clean it.
Can you show the data, Mira?
Wait, let me share. Yeah, like, for example, like this, like, like for this part is about the country, and then the country, like, there is like a lot of there, so we cannot change it into numbers.
You can. So first you need to get the unique value of this, and then you create a lookup table. Okay.
Can you help us with that, sir? We don't know how to do it.
In Excel, yeah. So you just use a unique value. Equal unique. No, nothing in Excel to calculate. You just use in Google.
What is unique value, sir? We don't understand.
You don't understand unique values?
No.
Unique values in Excel. Is there any? Oh, there is unique. Excel, there is a unique. Can I share my screen?
Yes, sir.
I check unique value in Excel. Oh, Excel unique function. There is. Unique mean if you have many, okay, let us try in Excel. Can you see my Excel? For example, your country, France, right? A while ago.
Sir, we cannot see your Excel.
You cannot see? You cannot see my Excel?
Yes.
Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, for example, I will just make my own data. Okay. France until here. Okay. And then I have Spain. Okay. I will copy again so that you will see that I have many Spain, right? This is what you did, right, a while ago. So, and then I need to get the unique. Oh, there is no unique in my Excel. Maybe this is the Excel 365. Okay, so Excel 2026. In Excel 26, you can use our fun filter. Oh, okay. I can use that. So to use the unique value of this, right? I can use this. Look, yeah. Insert pivot table. Say I have this table, right? And then I put it on. Okay, and okay. I need to change this to country. Okay. So this is only France and Spain, right? Okay, let me put Indonesia here. Indonesia, how many times? Oh, 4 times. Okay. So let me do a insert pivot table. The pivot table is this, the whole things. Okay, so and I click here. So country, I put it here. There, I get the unique value, or I put it in column, so I can get that. If you want to get the frequency, I just put it here, frequency, and account. There, I got the count. See, the unique, France, Indonesia, Spain.
Sir, I have a question. Actually, our data is actually not that clean yet because sometimes there's like EN and then France, so it doesn't always say France like that.
So
sometimes it also says United States, sometimes it says US, like that.
Then you need to clean first. So the way to clean is this. This is very nice, very interesting. So if your data is unclean, so you create a lookup table. Okay. Okay, let me give example again. I will share my screen. Can you see? Okay, for example, this is, I will copy again. So I create here. Okay, for example, you said one is US, the other one is United States. For example, United States. Okay, and this one is USA, for example. Right, this is clearly not clean, right? So first thing first, you need to get the unique value. Okay, so I will get the unique value of this. Okay, so I put it. It's supposed to be country, right? Sorry. Where is my data? Okay, this is the data. Okay, and then I insert. I get the unique value of this data. Okay, so I got the unique value. Here is the unique value. I copy here back to sheet 4. right? This is the unique value. Come on. Control C. And then paste as value. Okay. So you know, this is actually should be what? This is supposed to be, so you create a new one. Okay, this is called USA. Okay, this is still France. Okay, this is still Indonesia. And this is still Spain. But this is USA. Right? So then this is country unclean. Right? Then you need to have a country that is clean. Right? So country that is already clean. So you use that. Okay. Then VLOOKUP. Okay, of this one. Okay, and your table. Right? And then number 2. And must be exactly match. See? Now your table must be put into dollar string F4. There, I copy and get that. Then I get the, it will be corrected automatically. Can you do it? So you create what is called lookup table. Okay, so this is LUT, lookup table. To clean the data, you create a lookup table and then you correct it. Okay. To create a lookup table,
So, sir,
unique value. Yes.
the lookup table is manual.
Manual.
We do it manually.
Manual.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
For each variable, you create a lookup table. For each variable, you create a unique value, okay, and then you do a lookup table. That's how you clean the data, right? Creating lookup table is manual. After that, is not. Okay. The same thing in the Python, you still need to create a lookup table, which is manual. Okay. Yeah. Even if you use automation in Python, so you still need to do manually for the data cleaning, yeah? Especially to create a lookup table. Okay. What else? Is there any other problem you want to discuss?
Sir.
Yes.
Would you mind to push it back to another deck for the group homework? I think. Yeah. Do you mind to push it back? Because my group only consists of.
Supposed to be last week, but the government changed the date, right?
Yes.
Holiday. So I already pushed 1 week. Remember?
Yes, sir.
If you check the course syllabus, it's supposed to be today. So I pushed it 1 week already. So you are asking me to push 1 more week?
Yes, sir. Because my team only consists of 2 persons, sir. And honestly, we cannot donate this on the date you gave it. Do you mind, or just not change?
Do you think if 1 more week you can finish, or it's actually the same thing? That's my
It's the the result will be much better, I think, than this week.
I don't mind. So, but that means you will have very close to the second report, because the second report will be in March 20 already.
Wait.
you see?
Yes, sir.
So if you push this, the next one will be pushed, and so on and so forth. We cannot. I don't know. And then you will have a problem later on. Are you sure you want it? I have no problem with that. But once you push this, then the next will collapse again. Again, you will have a problem later. Probably the most important for you is to discipline yourself, because I already announced everything in the beginning of the semester, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So,
sir, I think, is there any possible way that you can reduce our total project? Like right now we have a 4 project, right? Which is the first project, which is due to 12 March, and then the second one, and then the third one, and the fourth one, right?
This is one project. This is one project, but the whole we divided that one project into 4 so that you can finish it on time.
Right. Yeah. That's it.
I don't do that. You will just do it in 1 week anyway, right? That's why I divided into 4 so that you can actually finish it on time.
The thing is, I feel like, I mean, not just me, but all of us, we feel like this class is way too advanced for us. This class is way too hard for us. Like,
really?
Literally. Yeah, because we literally have no experience on Excel or Python. Like, maybe many of us just know what is Python in this class, and we literally don't know what to do. Like for example, opening a big data, we already find data, but we open it in Excel, but Excel cannot open it because there's a limit to the rows.
Very good. That's very good.
And then, like, we got nowhere to go. I mean, we don't know what to do next. I mean, go to Python. I tried to search in the internet for tutorial to do anything else, but there is nothing. My group is still cannot do anything about it. Like, so I think this class is way too advanced for us, sir. If we can just like,
okay,
yes.
So
yes.
I can push back, no problem. One more week. Is it possible? So
I just think that we need more practical study rather than theoretical studies. Maybe for I don't know, guys. If do you agree with me, guys?
What do you mean by that?
Practical study means like we can maybe like you can give us an example on how to use Python rather than studying like a theoretical presentation of big data and stuff like that, sir.
But I give you the example in Excel. Is that not enough?
I mean, my group cannot use the Excel because the data is way too big for Excel. So,
so you want me to teach you the Python also?
I think so, yeah, sir.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so is the class agree with that?
Yes, sir. And and for the example, can you use many data like our many data, not like only 10 number? Meanwhile, our data is like 100
There is no different.
and
There is no
more.
different. There is no difference between small and big data. Okay, if you use Python. Okay, but if you use Excel, yes, very big difference, isn't it?
I don't know because I cannot.
Okay. Let's do that. Okay. So first thing first, can you download the Anaconda?
Yes, sir.
So can you download? So I will give you a break to download, maybe 5 minutes. So now it's 10:38. Can we start again 10:45 if you want to go to toilet and so on? But please download Anaconda and install. Is 5 minutes enough?
Could be enough, sir.
Okay, go. Okay, so download Anaconda and install. That's it, right? So that
okay, sir.
We start talking about Python, but you don't have the software, right? So do it. I will pause this. Let's start again. So if your installation not yet finished, you can click to the link I gave. Is Colab Research Google. So that is the Google Colab. Again, this is the same as Jupyter. So Python is now like #1 programming language in the world. So even the Olympic programming Olympiad ICM ICPC is now using Python. So your knowledge on Visual Basic, I also do Visual Basic. I also sell several add-ins in VBA Excel, but at the same time, this is already becoming too old, and the support from Microsoft is no longer going smoothly. Okay, so I think in the near future, Python will be the programming language that everyone will use. Can you open your camera, please? Okay, thank you. So go to my website in data analysis a while ago. Do you want to learn Python first, or you want to do directly on the data analysis? Maybe I will teach you Python first a little bit. So this is my link for learning Python. Can you open that?
Answer.
Yes.
Oh, we can open.
You can open. Can you?
Oh, we can.
You can, right? Can you copy and paste the input there in Google Colab or on your Jupyter or Spider? Okay, probably one of you want to share screen so that we can guide and the others can see, right? Anyone want to volunteer? Who a while ago said this is difficult to advance? Is that Shane? Ken? Oh.
Yes, sir.
Can you open your screen then?
I'm currently using an iPad for my Zoom, sir.
You are using what?
iPad for my Zoom, but I have my laptop to work on.
Oh, okay. So you cannot share your screen?
Yeah, I cannot.
Anyone?
How about me, sir?
Yes, go. So can you share your screen? Oh, very good. Okay, so it works, right? So copy and paste from that learning Python.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes. So the second one, for example, what is your name in, for example? You copy and paste one. You can go to next code, plus code that one.
Oh.
Okay, that one. Then run. You just run it, the arrow there. Okay, you type your own name. See, you got this, right? So you make your program run already. So the same thing, learning Python next. Okay. So this is the input and this is the output. The input is just input. The output is just print. Can you see that? Next, what is the next? Okay, the next is talking about primitive data type. Okay, so if you look at the data type in Python, there are 5. Okay, one is integer, float, string, boolean, and complex. That means integer mean whole number, either positive, negative. Float mean real number, okay, with decimal. String should be with single quote or double quote, right? That is text, okay? And then boolean is true or false, okay? And then complex is just complex number, real or imaginary. You probably don't use that, okay? And then Python can have collection of primitive data type, yeah? Can be list, tuple, dictionary, right? And set, okay? And then now you can go again. So you go to the in number 4, you copy and paste, right? So that one you copy and paste and you run, you will get an integer of tuple. Okay, tuple is the one with the parentheses. Okay, the same thing with the next one. Okay, you just copy and paste. Again, this is float and string, and then boolean. Okay, so you get this is float, right? And then the next one is string. Can you distinguish the string from the okay?
Okay, sir. You want?
Yeah, you can run any. Say. Now, this is the difference between Python and other program like VBA that you are already learning. Now, can you put the quote? Can you remove the quote there?
Here.
Yes. Can you remove the quote, the 3.6? Then can you remove the quote from the 1? Okay. Of course, ABC must be with the quote because that is string. And then you run again. So you see this. In other programming language, when you have an array like this, they must be exactly the same data type. But in Python, you can mix up. You can mix numbers when it is a strings. So this is one of the power of Python, which is make it easier to use. Okay. Next, can you check the boolean and copy?
Yeah.
Okay. Copy and paste and run. You see, 1 equal to 2 false, right? 3.5 equal to 3.5, yes, true. So the double equal, that is asking the question to Python, okay, to give the Boolean result. Is this clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, clear, yeah? Boolean is clear. The next one, what is that? Complex, no need. So assignment, the next one is assignment. Number 9, can you copy and paste? Okay.
Okay.
Run, what is the result? Oh, why C is 3? Can you analyze? Can you think about it? A equal to, that means assignment. Okay, we put variable number 2 to variable A. Okay, A is now become 2. And then B is equal to 3 plus A. What is A a while ago? 2, right? So 3 plus 2 is 5. B is supposed to be 5 there, right? So you type there in here. At the bottom, you can put P. No, no, no. Yeah, okay. Or you can put the next one.
Yes.
Okay. Run. Oh, B is 5, correct, right? So, and then C is equal to B minus 2. B is 5, A is 2. So, that's why C is 3. Up to here, is it clear or not? Or too easy?
Clear, sir.
Clear, yeah? Okay, the next one. Can you run? A, B, C equal 1, 2, 3. Can you run that? So, do you understand the meaning? That means in Python, this is only in Python, yeah. In VBA, you cannot do this, okay? So in Python, you can put the sequence equal to a sequence. So A, B, C equal 1, 2, 3. That means A become 1, B become 2, C become 3. Okay, and then you put D equal to the array of 1, A, B, C, then D become 1, 2, 3. Up to here, is it clear or not? Is it difficult? So Python is easy, right? Okay, the next one. Can you copy again? That one. What is the meaning of that? So when you run, you get A equal B equal C equal 0. So you can also assign, okay, equal so many, okay, with one number, which is 0 in here. You can change this A equal B equal C to 1 or 1.2. Can you change that? Experiment. When you try this, you can put 1. Okay, 12. Okay. Oh, see, 12, 12, 12. Is it clear or not? Okay. Next. Don't worry to try. Okay. This is it will not make your computer broken. So copy and paste. All you need to do is just copy and paste. Oh, can you see? A is 3, B is 5. Because you can do assignment by doing so. This is now you can swap. Okay, A now become 5, B now become 3. That is very simple. To do swapping in Python is just A, comma B equal B, comma A. Is this clear or not? Easy, right? Or you can change the number if you want. Okay. Oh, next. Next is data conversion. Can you open the so you can convert a value into string using str, to integer using int, to float using float, to boolean. Sorry, this is mistake. Yeah? To boolean become bool, and then to complex become complex. Yeah? So these are the examples. So you can put into string. You can notice, okay, that when you str of 3 become 3, that 3 is a string. String means text. You can see the quote there. Okay, so I don't think you need to copy and paste because you already know. Then the next is operator. So you can see the table here is the operator in Python. Okay, very easy, right? Plus, minus, multiply, divide. Okay, and then percent there mean remainder, modulus. Okay, if you put double slash, that means integer division. You will get the integer division. You can try that. And then absolute is EBS, minus is to negate, plus is just unchanged. And then power mean double. Yeah. You can use POW to make power, or you can use double multiply. Double asterisk. Okay. Asterisk mean multiply there. And then if you want to use square root, you need to download, you need to import math. Okay. So Python has already a lot of module, but it's called standard library. So all you need to do is to import that. So, okay. So for example, floor, ceiling, truncate are already inside the math standard library. If you don't know which one, you don't need to know. Okay, you don't need to memorize. All you need to do is to access to Google, right? So then you can see that Python square root, and then you will see that it should be math square root. That means math dot square root means you have the module math. That means you need to import. So in 18, can you copy and paste that one? So you see here, okay, copy and paste and then run. Okay, all you need to learn is just copy and paste and run. That's super easy, isn't it? Learning Python is easy. Okay, so all you need to do is just check. You see the meaning of that. Okay, can you see it going up a little bit? So you see here import math. That means the module of math you imported. Okay, it's a standard library, so you just import without doing anything. Okay, now I put x is 30 and then y is 2.1, and then you just see the result, all of that there. Okay, so the one that in the table I put it here. So you, if you want to know what is integer division, you can see the result there also. Power, you can see the result. If you want to see the complex number, you can also see the result. Yeah. Okay, up to here, is there any question? So you know Python already, right? Okay, so next. Okay, next is the assignment. Sometimes you want to do assignment with a shortcut. Okay, so you can put x equal x plus x, x equal x plus y. Okay, in the description, you can shortcut into x plus equal y. That is the shortcut. If you don't like to use shortcut, you can just use the description there. Okay, meaning that the new x equal to the old x plus the y.
Sir, I'm sorry to interrupt, but could you please also teach us how to implement this code in our data analysis, sir? Because I think that way will be more.
That way will be better. So you go to the this page. So I put the. So this is easy already. I will just skip because this is too easy for you, right? Okay, go to this page then. Okay, so this is simple data analysis using Python. Okay. Okay, so learning Python, you do it by yourself. You just need to copy and paste. Okay. Okay, so now suppose I have a data like this. Okay, so this data consists of this table, which is in CSV file. Okay, consists of ID, object, color, and count. Okay, and then now if you want to use your go to use this data equal to pd.read CSV, your file name, and then don't forget low memory false. This is to handle the big data. If your data is small, no problem. But if your data is very big, you need to put low memory false so that the Python can read your big data. Okay, so you know your file name, right? Your big data is in CSV file.
Wait, sir. I don't have my data, so because the data is with my others.
Okay, so who want to share screen that you have data? Who want to use? So you can try. Okay, you will use that data, simple data analysis using your data rather than using my data. You can practice there here in the class. You want? So, but you need to share your screen. Come on. Who want to volunteer? Your complaint a while ago said, oh, I have big data that cannot be opened using Excel. Yes, in Excel, probably your data is too big, cannot be opened. But using Python, just one line of code you can open. What is the line of code? That one a while ago. Okay, that Panda rich CSV, file data low memory false. Okay. Of course, because you use Panda, so you need to import pandas. Huh? Can you do that? So here you need to import pandas and you need to import NumPy. Okay, this is first thing first. Okay. So you copy this and then, so your file name is your file data. CSV mean comma, right? Your data is separated by comma. And then all you need to do is just this line of code you copy. So then you can open already. And you do that first. There is nothing to advance. This is really, really very basic. Okay.
Sir, can I share my group's data?
Go.
Okay, sir. But in Excel, sir.
Oh, in Excel. Okay.
Yes. Okay, sir. Let me show you. This one is our data, sir. For the raw data, so we use the H&M clothing store.
Okay.
This one is the article ID, the product code, and the product name, and everything, sir.
Very good.
Like this.
So this is your raw data.
Yeah, my raw data. And then for my clean data, this one, sir.
Okay, so you put into numbers using lookup table.
Yeah, and then the one that I told you before, the index code that you taught me, sir. So before this one is in alphabet, right? So I use it. I convert it into
very good.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
But you need to have a lookup table for each variable. Okay.
For the index code also, sir. Isn't it only the
No, for the
formula?
index code, so that you will know what does that mean. Otherwise, later when you analyze, you don't know what's the meaning of that.
So the index code also need to have a lookup table.
Index code, yes, in column N. That is mean what?
It means this one, sir. The formula.
Yeah. What is the index code in column I?
Column I. Wait, this one.
Yeah. What is A there mean?
A. I forget. What's that?
Right, because you don't put in your lookup table, then you will not know.
Oh, so we also
what is
need
that A mean there? Index code A there meaning what?
Is it ladies wear?
Probably that's ladies wear. So that means redundant. You don't need to make index code as a number because that means right. B there mean they already coded into index code ABC.
Yes.
That is actually the meaning there.
So we need to put a lookup table instead of index code.
Yeah, you can put that index code 1, that mean ladies wear.
Ladies wear. Oh yeah. And then for this one, for the detailed description, this one, sir, we make a lookup table like this, right? The one. So if we
lookup table must be unique. Okay, so
yeah, the product code is unique, right, sir?
For example, this one, jersey top, and then jersey top again 3 times. You repeat 3 times. So the product code must be. This is the 3 rows here. Row 3, 4, 5 should be only 1 row, right? Supposed to be. That is what is the purpose of lookup table.
Oh, so if there is duplication, you just delete it.
Yeah, you just delete the duplication. That is the meaning of lookup table.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that clean. Okay, so you will know what is the meaning of this. You look.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, sir.
Very good.
Okay.
So
this
far you
one.
have cleaned the data and you
Okay,
can
yeah, sir.
create code already.
Yes. So the one that I need to fix is this one. The index code needs to have the lookup table, and for this one, the product description, the duplication.
The lookup table need to be clean so that
okay.
Repeated, right?
Yes. Okay, sir.
And after that, you can analyze. Now you can start to calculate the mean, okay, the mode, median, interquartile rate.
Variance. Oh,
is there any anomaly detection, right?
Box plot like that, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sir. So before you said that the industry needs to be the same with the balance scorecard, yes, sir.
If possible, so that you will have integration, right? Otherwise, only if you talk about the data is this one, but the scorecard is the different things, right? So
yeah, because I think I don't remember if you ever said that we need to be the same. I don't know.
So the whole project is just one.
Yes, sir.
One whole project. One semester is just one project. But quite right? That's why it's a group.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sir.
Anyway, if your scorecard is too big for this, so you just simplified your scorecard only for your data. That's fine.
What do you mean too big, sir?
For example, last time you created a KPI and scorecard that is very big for the whole organization. So, but your data is actually only a small department. So you created the scorecard only for that department only.
So, okay.
Link. There is a link and match between your data and the one that you talk about. The goal must be clear, right? Why you analyze the data, right?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Is there anyone want to continue with the Python? So in the Python, all you need to do again, yeah, if all you need to do is first import this, okay, and then change the file name with your own, and then copy this one, okay, copy and paste only, okay, then you can start to see your data. Okay. In Python, I have 110 variables and say more than 1 million rows. That is only 3 seconds. Okay, so, but in Excel cannot open because it's too big, right? After that, this one is just, if you look at this is actually, I just created the lookup table. Yeah? Again, I just created lookup table manually, and then I just upload. Okay, the lookup table I just created manually, and then I just upload here. Okay, using Panda read, that means upload the lookup table. Okay, after that, the next is to clean, right? So I have two lookup table here, LUT object. So, and then I will just clean it. Okay, how I clean it, I just replace. So again, if you name the data is the same as data here a while ago, and name it as data here, right? Then you can just reuse. So the code you don't need to change, but probably the LUT object that you need to change that. Okay, the same thing. So this is how you clean the data. Okay, and then this is how you create a new data. Okay, so I have LUT price. This is the LUT price, and then I want to create a column root object, so I just do this. Okay, and then you can merge the two tables. You can merge together. See, if you are not sure, you can use that. Are you still there?
You talking to me, sir?
Yes, it seems like someone is using another Zoom. So,
Sir,
yes.
can my group share screen?
Sure.
Okay, but our data is still, yeah, still not clean yet.
No problem. So your data is separated by comma.
Yes.
Yes. Then you can use Excel, or you can use Python if you want.
I already done Python like this, sir.
This is not yet open. So if you want to open using Excel, you need to insert. Right?
Wait, sir. Let me share screen, my whole screen. Okay, so this is my Python and this is my Excel. And what should I do?
Oh, where is your Python? This is still in the Anaconda prompt. Where is your Python?
This?
Can you open? No. Don't open the prompt. The prompt is for installing module. Okay. The purpose of the Anaconda prompt is to install module. There you put there, or you use Spider there. You can use.
This one?
No, Spider. Python.
Spider. This one?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, please wait,
Oh,
sir.
it's new.
Yes.
Oh, better than mine. Mine is version 4.
Just earlier, just download it.
Yes. So then you can type import pandas.
Wait, sir, still opening.
Okay. So there you can put just dismiss. So in the file here you can put import pandas here.
Import where, sir?
Oh. In your Spider a while ago.
Import.
Here. In here you type. No, you type.
Oh, I should type import.
Yes. Import pandas.
How to type pandas?
Go to this simple data analysis. The one I put in simple data analysis.
Which one?
Website I gave you in the chat.
Oh, this one?
Yes. Okay, there.
This?
Yes, import pandas like that.
SPT.
Yes.
Or
actually you copy everything there. Import pandas as PT, import numpy as NumPy. Okay, next. The next is go to the next line. What is the next line?
Yeah, this is the next line.
File data, right? So copy that file data.
Data?
Copy and paste only.
Oh, okay, wait.
That one is already okay. And
yeah.
The next line.
This one?
Yeah, you copy and paste that. Okay. Okay, the last line, data, you put print data.
Print?
Yeah, because in Jupyter you can use data like that. It automatically print, but in Spider you need to print. In the beginning you put print data. Can you put?
Print.
No.
Like this?
Print data.
Print data. Data.
No, a while ago. In the beginning, print type.
Oh.
Data.
Oh. Wait, sir.
You just put print data.
Like this?
Yeah, print with the closing, opening and closing parentheses. I put in the chat.
Like this?
No, look at the chat. I put in the chat.
Oh.
Okay, very good. And then now the file data is your data file. Can you rename that, the one in green there, sample data one? Can you rename that into your file?
Rename this to my Excel.
Is that Excel or CSV?
Excel, sir.
Excel. What is your file?
Should I change the file?
Yes, can you copy that file? What is the file? Where is the file?
This is the file.
Where is this located?
Oh, CSV.
Yes. So can you copy this file inside user Stephanie?
Oh, so I move my file to
user Stephanie.
Yeah.
Yes, you copy here. Where is your file?
Users.
User Stephanie.
Just put it anywhere.
The data must be in the same folder with your code.
With my what?
Your code. Your Python code is in user Stephanie, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
So you can save your Python code here if you want, temp.py.
Huh? Yes. Sorry, sir. Rename.
Can you see this? I will show you. In your Python is located in user Stephanie.
This one.
Yes. So your Python is actually located here. So when you save here. Okay, it will save in the same folder.
So I save it.
Yeah, when you save it, you will save in the same folder, right? Okay, now you go to user Stephanie.
Already.
Yes.
This is Spider.
Where is your temp.pmt? There is no temp. Temp.py is inside Spider. Okay, anyway. So can you run this?
What?
The file name you need to change. Google Play copy you.
Rename?
No need to rename here. Rename in the file. Oh, you want to rename there? It's okay. Sample data one if you want.
Like this?
Okay, if you want to rename like that, then inside your code should be exactly the same like that.
This one.
Yes.
So this one?
Should be exactly the same as your file name.
File data, this one, right? Or not?
Yeah, you can copy that and then rename your file, or your file name must be copied. They must match, right, between the, okay, good. So then you run. You know how to run, right?
Press this one, right?
You run that. Yes, run.
This one?
There is no file, sample data CSV. That means you're in the same folder as your data. Can you put in the same data in your same folder?
Same folder. So I put it in spider
Yeah.
pyt.
Okay. Copy only.
Like this?
Yes.
So I run it again.
Yes, you run it again. What is that?
In 3?
There is an error in your data. There is an error in your data. Why is that error happen?
I don't know, sir.
Oh, can we see what is the error said?
Where should we see?
Down.
Down?
Error in tokenizing the data. So there is an error. Can you copy that error and then put it in Google?
Copy this one?
No, the red one until error tokenizing data. Okay. And then copy that one, ask Google why. There, you already get the answer there. Can you click the number 1 there? Okay, so there is an error like this, right? Someone already find the same error as you. Okay, and then going down. Oh, there's the answer. Okay, can you get the answer? On but line, skip. Down, with 805. Okay, so you add that one. On but line, skip.
This one?
No, only this one you copy.
This one I copy.
Yeah, and then copy and then put in your code a while ago. There in memory false, comma, in that line 13.
Line 13?
Okay, at the end,
yeah,
memory false, comma, you put comma.
False.
Comma first, you did not put comma. Oh, oh, you run again.
Oh.
Oh, you got it. See?
Is this can?
Yeah, can. See?
Oh, okay. And then?
Okay, see? You already did.
Okay.
Okay, oh, see? So if you want to know the whole thing, so you click on that 14, the number 14. Click on the number 14, number.
Number?
Yeah, you click that.
Already.
Oh. Did you click?
Yeah.
Okay, and go to debug.
Go to
menu. Click, not right click.
This.
Yeah, and then debug.
Debug.
And then set breakpoint F12.
And this one?
No, yeah, that one. There, okay. And then you run now using debug. Debug.
Debug.
And then debug. F5, control F5, that one. Okay, now you go to variable explorer.
Where is variable explorer?
Here.
Yes.
You can see the sample data. Yeah, data. Can you click this one, data, double click. You double click. What does that say?
Opening this variable can be slow. Do you
yeah,
want?
because it's very big. So yes, it's just
Yes.
because it's so big. So if you yes, it becomes very slow, but it will open.
Oh, this one?
Yes, you see the data.
What is none
mean missing.
Oh, because this is not clean yet.
Yes, not clean yet. So.
So later I will clean it and then it
just. It will do the same thing. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you did already. So you have you can open the data. And then after that, you just follow that instruction there to copy and paste. And if you have problem, okay, you just open Google and then copy the error and then ask Google.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank
is it
you,
clear?
Sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So I will postpone one more week for the next week presentation to give you more time to learn. Okay, as you suggested. So next week still continue this, right? Okay, so thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.